we lost pressurization in the cabin. Good morning, everybody. I know it's been a long time since you've seen an actual flight attendant vlog. Well, maybe not that long, but it's an early one. It's 5:49. I have a 6:25 report. Be quick because I think the shuttle is around there. The 3 legs, white planes turn, and then I go to X and A. It's been raining down here in Atlanta for the longest. Hopefully y'all have been liking the garden update. And if you follow me on Instagram and things like that, you've seen that I've been posting what I've been picking every day. So other than that, I'll see you guys a little bit later on today once I get to X and A. One of the first people here, basically there's nobody else here on the plane but me. It hasn't been catered yet, so we're waiting on catering. There was a SAFA, which is a special assignment flight attendant on here putting out waters in first class. So I'm just gonna sit here until everybody comes. My flight partner gets here, asked her where she wants to work. Even though I'm more senior, I could choose, but I always ask where people want to work, and if they have a preference, you know, I don't try to pull rank unless go home day. I want to work the front because I don't want people to pink tag stuff. And this trip I go to the Bahamas, so I usually tell the people that come on the plane to clean, hey, listen, let's turn this quick, like I've done before. So, and it's not the long Bahamas turn, it's the short one at Marsh Harbor. So I'm gonna try to get out of there a little bit early because we can do whatever we want to in the Bahamas as far as closing up and leaving early, because it's hard to explain. I have to ask the pilot so I can get the right terminology for it, but it's kind of like a free fall, and a lot of pilots don't like flying there because of that, because other planes do whatever they want to do. Not the commercial planes, but like the smaller planes. They kind of do whatever they want to do, because one time when I was down there, a smaller plane, as we was descending, undercut us. Like they came right up under us as we were descending. So, but other than that, I'll see you guys once I get to where I'm going, X and A, because I was rushing this morning. I made it here to X and A. Today's flight's very uneventful. I am hungry. When I tell y'all I am hungry, this weight loss journey for me is basically I'm fasting, so my time of window to eat is between 3 and 7. I don't want to eat after 7 o'clock, and then also I'm doing a calorie deficit type diet, meaning I'm still eating, you know, the normal things, but I'm just eating smaller portions. And that's what I have to do for my body to actually lose weight, work out, calorie deficiency, and pretty much like eat 1 time a day. And it's cool, you know. I've been drinking, listen, y'all know I'm hungry because I don't drink seltzer water. I was drinking seltzer water, putting a little cranberry juice in there. I don't drink that and water today in all these flights. But I am sleepy just because of getting up so early in the morning. But I'm not gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna have to go work out because it's going on a little bit after 3 o'clock. But I feel like once I want to get to the end of my freshman year of college weight, I can maintain it, because I do give myself 1 day out the week where I just kind of go crazy and eat what I want to, and like the normal portion that I'm normally eating. So I do treat myself. Like I had like, you know, cookies, some freshly baked chocolate chip cookies and milk. Love that. Love ice cream. So I still do that, but while I'm on these trips, I don't eat sweets. I don't splurge like that, so I can do that when I get home. But other than that, I'm finna go work out. 4:45 van in the morning, but tomorrow's only 2 legs, so I'll see you guys early in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2, 2 legs, easy. X and A to Atlanta, sit for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Atlanta to Monroe, Louisiana. 1-900 today. This plane just came from Mexico. Basically, a lot of times we send our planes down to Mexico where they get everything like replaced. They take up all the seats out, the overhead bins, the wiring, everything gets replaced and spray painted. The reason why we know, well, for one, the captain said it, but when you look into the overhead bins, they're too clean. So that's how you know that it comes from California. Not California, Monterey, Mexico. And the last flight, my last trip, which I did not record, We had a 700 that came from heavy check because it was one of the planes sitting out in the desert. We sent it to West Virginia, and it just goes through a whole heavy check of maintenance. We were going to Jacksonville, North Carolina. Halfway in, I noticed that we descend really, really fast. And I'm thinking to myself, I know we're not there that fast. We lost pressurization in the cabin. Luckily for us, none of the oxygen masks came down, but it was just loud because you can hear all the wind and everything like that. So, but it has that smell to it, like a just painted smell or a new baseball glove type smell. So hopefully, this plane is okay. But today should be easy. Full flight, which X and A, I've never had an empty flight out of Atlanta. Now from like Minneapolis, maybe New York, but not going to and from Atlanta. So we're gonna see how today goes. Hopefully there's no weather. It's supposed to be sunny for the rest of this trip in and out of Atlanta, so I don't have to worry about that. Other than that, I'll see you guys once I get to Monroe, Louisiana morning, because it's gonna be 11 o'clock. Everybody, I've made it here to Monroe, Louisiana. Very uneventful day today. Just a lot earlier, but very uneventful day. Nothing really to report on my flights. I know my flying partner during our sit, as I was coming back on the plane from the crew room, I noticed she was crying. I was asking her, hey, do you need me to work the front so she can deal with whatever she's dealing with? Now, like I've said before, people, feel comfortable with talking to me, so I know some of the gist of what she's going through. And again, I would never tell it because that's not my place to tell her business like that. But for some reason she feel comfortable talking to me. So she was, she's gonna start a journey and, ask me about places to travel. I told her traveling solo teaches you so much about yourself that you never knew before. And so I gave her my recommendation of going to Thailand, where it's safe, generally safe for a woman, let me say that. It's not as expensive. And you can get the best of both worlds. You can get the bustling city of Bangkok, then go up to northern Thailand into Chiang Rai, Chiang Mai, and kind of get away from the bustling city to the more so countrysides and do the elephant sanctuary. Then you can go down to Pattaya and chill on the beach. So, she kind of asked me for my recommendations on things like that. So that's what I gave her. And I'll tell everybody the same thing. If you're on that journey to somewhere to start where you can feel generally safe, especially as a woman, I will start there and then work my way through other Asian countries like Japan or Korea or whatever like that. So, but other than that, I'm gonna go do my routine, work out, come back. I have a veggie wrap that I'm gonna eat, and then I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Find something to do, catch up on shows or whatever like that. But I'm not going to sleep. Can't do that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for no view today, but anyways, I made it here to Brunswick. Didn't get to y'all this morning because I kept hitting the snooze button. I was sleeping too well. I was sleeping all too good to want to wake up, so I just kept hitting snooze. Even though I went to bed I got into bed about 9:30, so I know I was asleep before 10. But today's flights were very uneventful. Had a lot of Leos on my flight today, like a lot of Leos, which are law enforcement officers or people who carry. It could be FBI agents, U.S. Marshal, police officers, none which were carrying prisoners, but they were on our flights today, so a lot of Leos. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. Nothing really happened. I like this hotel because they have an evening reception where you get 2 free alcoholic beverages if you want to. Then they have like little finger food snacks. But, with me being on this sort of semi-diet, I just grabbed the fruit that was down there, some pineapple. I don't really do the cheese because they had the cheddar cheese. I don't really do cheese like that. I'm not a big fan of cheese, even though I'll eat it. But I'm not one of those people like, oh, cheese, let's eat it. And give you 2 bottles of water, a bag of popcorn, and a Hershey's chocolate bar when we come in here. So other than that, today, I can tell you something today. I consumed only maybe about 550 calories today. That's it. That's all I had today. And I'm not hungry. Like, I could eat, but I'm not really hungry. That's how my body is right now. So after I go do this workout, I'm going to come back and eat the pineapples. And I have 2 Granny Smith apples, but I probably won't eat that at all. And then probably get up tomorrow and do the same thing, eat some fruit for breakfast. Even though I'm gonna hate it because this hotel makes omelets too. Oh man, the pains of having to just watch what you eat because you're trying to reach a goal and maintain that goal. But once I maintain that goal and get down to it where I want to be, definitely, because I like, man, they got omelets here. I just thought about that. Anyways, I'm gonna restrain myself. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for go home day. Good morning, everybody. Today is go home day. Already here at the airplane because I decided to keep hitting snooze again, which I always do because it's been an early report every trip, and on the fourth day you're tired. So 3 legs, Brunswick to Atlanta, sit for 2 hours, Marsh Harbor return. We're gonna try to get out of Marsh Harbor early and be back in Atlanta by 3:15. We're gonna try to leave Marsh Harbor real early. I'm gonna tell them, hey, listen, once you clean, just board. I don't care how early it is, let's just board. Because again, we don't have to really, quote unquote, follow the same standards. Like the pilots can just pull out because they don't have a tower to communicate with in the United States to tell them to stop, so they can just take off and go. So everybody wants to get done early. So I'll see you guys once I get home to close up the video. Everybody, so I'm back home. I'm gonna tell you about my Bahamas turn. So we ended up getting a new captain and a new FO. And when I say new, what I mean is new to the company. So our captain was hired off the street, meaning he's been with another airline before, like several different airlines, but he's new to the company. So he hasn't even been with the company more than a year. And our FO was the same. So our captain wanted to move slow. Like for whatever reason, he was trying to hold boarding until we got fuel, which me and my flying partner, I've been here 7 years, she's been here about 5. We're looking like, that never happens. So, and when we was in Atlanta, we didn't have fuel yet, but yet he wanted to hold off on boarding. So we like, oh man. So we ended up closing the door late. Then we get down to the Bahamas. We're trying to turn real quick. He's flying slow because he's never been to Bahamas. Him nor the FO, they gave us 2 pilots that's never been down there, don't know how it operates, none of that. So he going to do his little paperwork routine and everything. He goes back to, like he's finna sit and just chill for me. Like we had 2 hours to kill. When we was trying to explain to him, hey, listen, the Bahamas, this is a quick turn. They come on, we getting ready to go. You got to get on that cell phone and start talking to dispatch and getting the numbers and everything like that you need. Once again, he wanted to hold off on boarding because they haven't fueled us yet. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not how this operates. We never wait to board just because we haven't got fuel yet. Now, the rule of thumb is this: we cannot close the main cabin door until they are done fueling because the fumes can get into the cabin. So the main cabin door has to stay open. That's it. That's all we have to follow by. So I told the gate agent to let's board. You know what I'm saying? He felt some type of way about it, but I'm like, you know, we were explaining to him, this is how it goes. You know, this is what we do. We don't wait for fuel in order to board. And, you know, I don't think in my opinion, he wasn't, you know, upset about it that we did that. But we was just, I was explaining to him that this is how it goes. We don't wait, you know what I'm saying? And you supposed to be in the flight deck doing the numbers, not back here in the cabin chilling. You know, that's what I'm thinking to myself. But I just told him, listen, this is how it goes down here in the Bahamas. This is not, we have quick turns down here. They're trying to get us, and because it falls on them if we close the door late, regardless of what you say. So that's why they're trying to get it out, and we're trying to get home. So hopefully, you know, and I haven't gotten an email or anything like that yet. So I think he was just trying to understand better because, again, I don't even think he's been with the company more than 6 months. Nor was the FO. So, and me and the FO got on the shuttle together, and he was explaining, he was just like, listen, we were just trying to figure it out on our as we go, whatever, you know. And I was just like, I get it, you know, y'all never been down there before. But other than that, that's all that happened. This 4-day trip, early reports, and I can't wait for y'all to see this this next 5-day where everything just went apart. So I'll see you guys in the next vlog. As always, hugging the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.